Hey, good morning. I am here today at Hollywood Cemetery, which is my absolute favorite place to come in Richmond for peace and peace of mind. I know some people will think that it's absolutely insane for me to feel comfortable in a cemetery, and I would have to say I'm not comfortable in every cemetery. Some spiritually I'm not as connected to, but Hollywood Cemetery, I've been coming to for many years now and sitting at this one particular overlook. It's an absolutely beautiful cemetery. It's a historical cemetery. It's where people come on a regular basis. And I thought I was drawn here simply because of how peaceful I am and how peaceful I feel around death. As I tell people all the time, I don't have any fear of death. I have fear of the living. And for good reason. As we look at what's happening in our society, I'm actually safer probably right here in this cemetery than I am on the streets of Richmond, or driving in my car for that matter. And I say all that to say that the real reason, the true reason, came to me about a little less than a year ago about why I'm here and why I come to the cemetery. This cemetery overlooks the James River. And because of the lighting, I'm not going to give you a shot of the river because I don't think you'll be able to see it. But this river, this James River, is the same river where my ancestors were brought into Richmond. So there is a solid connection that I feel to this particular river. I think I'm drawn here not because of the death and the people, the spirits here, but the spirits who are in that river, the spirits, the people who died. And so I have been asked consistently, why did I come back to Richmond after 11 years? And my reply was first to be a little bit defensive, like, why not? My family is here, my physical family is here. And then I realized that bigger than that, I came back to Richmond for my people, my ancestors, for my people that are hiding in the trees and still living and in pain, and for my people who are here and who are walking on this earth and who are in the midst of their own struggles. And so I come here as a place for peace and to figure out exactly where my head is. And so I'd been sick for a few weeks, and on Monday several people said to me, stop, just rest your body, rest your mind. And today I feel physically better, so I'm out of the house. My mind was inactive, and so I sat and I meditated and took care of what I needed to take care of on the inside, so that I could absorb the beauty of this place and I could feel my people speak to me. It's an interesting thing for me to be here, to be a black, queer, out lesbian back in the Southern Confederacy, because I'm not only marginalized as a person of color, I'm marginalized as a person who is queer and a person who identifies as transgender, in that I'm a gender nonconformist. And so when I came back here, I had multiple feelings, and even turning onto Confederate Avenue, coming into this place, right literally a few hundred feet away is the Jefferson Davis statue, which is a Confederate president, and there are Confederate flags flying all around around that particular president's tomb and statue. And so here I am in the midst of all of this, but my people are here, and as an artist, that's my responsibility. My responsibility is for me to make sure that I am being authentic in telling the stories of my people. And so for those of you who are wondering why after all this time I would come home, that's exactly why I came back. I came back for me. I came back for my ancestors. I came back for you. I came back for my neighborhood, Newtown, big ups to you. I came back to reconnect. And so today I came to Hollywood Cemetery to reconnect, just to remember that despite everything that's happening in the world, that we are meant for good. And when we focus on the evil and the bad, or we assign or personify it, all we do is magnify it, and we don't show our own light. And so as an entrepreneur, if you're an entrepreneur, my my advice to you is to take care of your mind, body, and spirit. And as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, make sure that you do those kinds of things. But also, as an artist, if you are confounded, as I have been recently, with how to tell stories when there's so much pain around you, just remember that it's your gift. It's what you're meant to do. And as an artist, I recognize that that's what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to be a storyteller. I'm meant to never forget and never let other people forget and never let people whitewash our history. I'm specifically here to tell stories about marginalized populations, people who get pushed to the fringes, people who do not get the level of respect that they deserve. So why am I back in Richmond? I am here because I was brought here. The ancestors call me back, and I take their calls seriously, and I listen to their voices. And so from my heart to your heart, this is Patricia Corbett, and I am Justice Sister Productions, and I am also the author of Fall of the House of Snow, and I am in the process of beginning to shoot a documentary so that I can capture a very important part of our history, and that is the history of black gaze and performance in Richmond, Virginia. So I say all that to say, feel free to like me, and not just like this video, but go to my website, patriciarcorbett.com or justicesister.com or followtheHouseofSnow.com. Visit Justice Sister Productions Facebook page, like it, follow the House of Snow. If you want to see exactly the story that I'm telling you, you can go there and read all about it. From my heart to your heart, have a good day, and reconnect. Never forget.